Yeah, there's many reasons why you'll need landlord insurance. One, predominantly, just to protect, your asset. Buying a property is probably one of the biggest assets you're ever going to buy. And why wouldn't you have insurance? You've got unknown individuals that are going to be living in your property. Would you trust them to go in and live in that property, not cause any damage, or even have a fire? Yeah, accidents do happen. We've dealt with, large chip pan fires, which have caused 70, 80,000 pounds worth of damage. So are you in a position to be able to reinstate that property, out your own funds? Then of course the other side of things is if it's mortgaged, right? Your mortgage provider will probably have stipulations on the mortgage that you have to have insurance. Now, some mortgage providers will check year on year to make sure that you've actually got the insurance, and some will just take it as granted from completion that you will continue keeping that insurance in place whilst you own the property and you still got it mortgaged. So if that asset was to, unfortunately have a fire, be total loss, and you end up with a pile of ash, your mortgage provider will be looking at you like, and looking and say, right, we need to get that property reinstated. And if you haven't taken out insurance, or the correct type of insurance, you could well find yourself that that you are personally liable and may even lose your main residence, in order to sort of pay back the mortgage provider, because they will come after you personally, even if it's a limited company. Quite often personal guarantees are involved. On top of that, you've got tenants living in the property. You have a personal onus to make sure that you have yourself covered correctly and the tenants covered correctly. So if a tenant hurts themselves, for instance, we dealt with a claim. Carpet was loose in the staircase. As a tenant was coming down the stairs, slid down the stairs, and they broke a leg. Now, that was a £60,000 claim against the landlord's policy, purely because the property owner's liability cover had to pick up the claim, because it was the landlord's responsibility to make sure that the house that he's let is in a reasonable condition, that it's safe for the individuals to live in. So there's many reasons why you need to take out landlord insurance, but the biggest factor is you want to protect your asset.